Pow!
Hi there, and welcome back to Jay's Toy Collection UK for a very exclusive action figure video of MCM Comic Con London for May 2024, featuring some brand new in-hand looks at Marvel Legends, courtesy of the In Demand Toys booth. Before we get going, if you could hit that like button, leave your thoughts on all these figures in the comments below, and of course tickle that notification bell for the next time an action figure video goes up. But I am here at home. I am not at MCM London. So this video comes courtesy of Mark Tac Tac from Tac Tac Toys right here on YouTube. So massive thanks to Mark for sending me this exclusive footage and doing a little interview for me, which we will get to. So please do go and subscribe to Mark's channel. He's nearly at 1,000 subscribers. So let's try to help him get there. So what we will do is we will go into some footage. I will shrink to the small screen and we will take a look. Right then, so I'm down here in the small screen, and we will start off with a quick tour of the In Demand Toys booth and what they had for sale. Then we will go into those Marvel Legends figures and Star Wars Black Series figures, courtesy of Hasbro UK. So, of course, shout out to Brandon, of course, for representing Hasbro at MCM London in association with the In Demand Toys booth. So as Mark gets us some footage here, he starts off then in the Star Wars Black Series section then. So quite a lot of different Black Series for sale. Of course, ARC Trooper Jesse in 5s. That was a figure that I had Matt trawling around at Walmart's in the US for, and we couldn't find it. But now it has regularly turned up here in the UK. So any Black Series needs, they pretty much had you covered here at the In Demand Toys booth. So I am filming this on Sunday morning. This footage was, of course, recorded by Mark on Saturday then from In Demand Toys. So MCM is still actually happening as we very talk, as this video will be going live. Section of the hot toys there. So I wonder if Mark was picking up any. Mark, let me know your pickups in the comments below. And of course, everybody let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below of MCM. So MCM happens twice a year here in the UK. So it's the biggest comic convention in the UK happening in London. It's in May and it will be also in October. So I will be attending in October. So anybody there, do come and say hi. The hotel room is booked. Cheeky Monkey is looking forward to a whole weekend there. Hopefully Hasbro will be bringing their full booth again in October. We haven't had confirmation on that, but hopefully they will. I hope there'll be panels and loads of reveals. So an absolute bucket ton again of Marvel Legends for sale. But talking Marvel Legends, coming up in just a few moments, we have, what was a surprise to me, an exclusive interview with, of course, the Legends guy himself. Mr. Dan Who Reviews is coming up with an exclusive look at the Marvel cabinet from MCM.
Pow! Dan Who with a sore throat, reporting live on behalf of Jay's Toy Collection UK. Hellfire hangs here with the saxophone, as you would expect. And we've got the brand new Marvel Legends 85th anniversary on show. Astonishing Wolverine, Warbird, Superior Spider-Man, and then you've also got Power Man and Iron Fist 2-pack. You got the retro Iron Man wave, and then the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave. And if you go to Dan Who Reviews on YouTube, you'll be able to see reviews for all of that Zabu wave right now. But anyway, Jay, you owe me. Invoice is in the post. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Right then, so invoice in the post to Mr. Dan Who. Thank you for that exclusive interview footage, courtesy of Dan Who, and of course filmed by Mr. Mark Tac Tac, because I couldn't be there in person. But what could be there in person is this Iron Fist and Luke Cage 2-pack from the 85th anniversary. And this one I was excited for anyway, and it looks pretty nice to me in person. So, Iron Fist, classic look, really well posed by Brandon, of course, there. More modern take on Luke Cage, but with a really cool screaming head sculpt and the brass knuckles. So they look really good in person. Jealous I couldn't see them, but hopefully they'll be in hand pretty soon. They do look good. So we will move on through the booth then from this footage as we look round the cabinet here. And looks like we're going to the corner of the Superior Spider-Man. And the first thing I'm noticing on Superior Spidey is the very shiny tentacles. So they do look pretty good indeed. And they are obviously fully articulated as well. I think he can stand up on them, but he's posed here in the cabinet, and he's posed with those eye lenses that I actually like. So they try to do like the reflection of buildings in the Spider-Man figure. And I think that does look pretty nice in hand. I have had the previous one of this figure, and that wasn't particularly good. So this is a major upgrade. So looking forward to getting this one in the collection. And it looks pretty cool in the cabinet. I can see Wolverine there, his sort of wave mate sneaking in the background, because I did pre-order those two together. So there's a look again at the new sort of Marvel Legends style packaging we will be seeing across the Hasbro lines. So that's the first time we've seen that in person in the UK, at least. There is Warbird Carol Danvers, of course, extremely fast, and that pre-order sold out. And then we take a closer look at astonishing Wolverine here. So we've taken a pause to look at Wolverine, because I do not have an astonishing Wolverine in my collection. So looking forward to getting this one, because I've not owned an astonishing Wolverine since the Toy Biz days of Marvel Legends. So again, the nice yellow on there looks good, completely pinless on Wolverine. The arm hair is painted, the head sculpt looks good. So overall, I think this is the best Wolverine we've had in Marvel Legends to date. So again, looking forward to having this. So some nice stuff on display so far in the Marvel Legends section of the booth. Where is Tac Tac going now on the pan as I give a live commentary here? He's going down to the Iron Man retro wave there. Now his War Machine got in there. Rhodey snuck himself into the cabinet. So there is the Iron Man we've had plenty of times. I think this has started to hit in the US. I have seen some reviews. He is taller than the previous ones, which is good. Shout out David Evan Smith, of course. There is his favorite She-Hulk. And she again looks really nice in person. So hopefully this wave does start hitting soon here in the UK. And we've taken a pause because there is the brand new reveals, literally just discussed a couple of days ago on This Week in Toys, which if you haven't seen, go and check that out. It turned into a McFarlane Marvel Statue Fest in the end, and quite a lot of Lego. But the Hulkbuster, we did have a discussion, and again, he looks quite shiny in person. So the way lights reflect on the figures here does make them look really good. They posed him well, again, fighting the Hulk. He's taken Hulk out. He is quite much bigger than Hulk, so a very imposing figure. And again, I think that looks better in hand than it actually looked in the promotional shots. Looked a bit blocky to me in the promotional stocks, but not looking that way in hand. And as Dan, we'll give Dan a plug. He did an exclusive interview. He has got the Zabu wave already up on the channel. Zabu Build-A-Figure does look pretty good. So go to Dan's channel. I will put a link to Dan and Mark, of course, in the description below of this video, so you can go and check them out. And right then, the Acolyte then, so something brand new. This is the first time we're properly seeing these as well in the Star Wars cabinet here. So we're coming around to the villain then on the side. Again, names are going to be absolutely no good with names, of course, from these new characters of a show that isn't out yet. But the first thing that's striking me is the sort of yellowy orangeness of the outfits. And that does seem to be accurate to the show from what I've seen in the trailers, but it's quite jarring. It's a very sort of dark yellow color for a Jedi. So I'm not sure I'm convinced on the coloring choice from Lucasfilm and Disney, but Hasbro have, of course, done the figures looking pretty good. And they all come with soft goods. So that's really good to see. And of course, Carry-On Moss, the first time in Hasbro figure form. But this is one I'm excited about. Darth Sidious. So, of course, Hot Toys have dropped at the same time as Marvel Legends. So it's going to be Darth Sidious overall later in the year. So I cannot wait to get a hashtag saggy old man, as I like to call him. So he's going to be a really cool figure. I really would have liked to seen him in particular person. Could be Monday on the side there as well. And we got some Phase 1 clone troopers. So those are the exclusive reveals then from the cabinet. Now into the rest of the video, Mark will take us back into the In-Demand Toys booth and look at some of the products they had in sale, just to give you a flavor of the con. And we do go back through the rest of the video into those cabinets again a bit earlier in the day when they were being set up. So there's not as many figures in there, but you get to see a different look really across the actual In-Demand Toys booth. Of course, MCM Comic Con, absolutely massive. There's literally 2 convention halls. When I went last October, I didn't even manage to get in to the second hall in one day. So looking forward to going in October for a couple of days this time. In-Demand Toys just chilling on their phone. But look at those Hot Toys. Look at those Star Wars Hot Toys. A thing of beauty. I've got that Luke Skywalker himself, the best spin version. We go into some Transformers then here. Not thing I can talk detailed about is Transformers. But something I do enjoy, of course, is Masters of the Universe. So plenty of Masterverse on sale there. But more my jam, of course, is Origins. So loads of Origins. The cartoon collection He-Man, that has been quite a sold out figure. So again, you did have a chance at some of these booths at MCM to pick up figures that were sold out online. Some of these stores have been holding back product, of course, for the convention itself. There is in the Cell Company's Biker Mice from Mars down the bottom, and they are phenomenal figures to get in hand, are the Biker Mice from Mars ones, having those. So if you haven't picked those up, please do, because they're very, very good. Yo, Joe, of course, plenty of G.I. Joe Classified for sale. Nothing new revealed in the cabinets, of course, from G.I. Joe Classified, sticking with the Marvel and Star Wars stuff today. And of course, here is the cabinet earlier in the day before it was set up then. So there's a closer look at Wolfsbane, Kazar, and Sabu. I do want those two. I really want those. I'm not too the Black Winter, the Red Widow. They're not pulling me in. I think again that cable is looking rather nice as well. I wasn't sure if it was on skinny legs, but actually it does look okay in the cabinet. Not as skinny as I thought. Some good metal work detail there. Really good face sculpt on cable indeed. And there's Icarus. I think he could be a surprise from the actual wave, and actually a really good figure. One I didn't think people would think would be too popular. And there's Red Widow, of course. Everybody favorite Marvel legend, of course, is Red Widow. So that is the sort of cabinet from earlier on. And there is a look at the sort of Black Winter sort of 4 variation. So get him posed up with your Galactuses into the top then. So Wolverine in the packaging, of course, the MCU sort of re-release there for the Deadpool Legacy Collection. And then at the top, of course, it is the man himself, Deadpool. So tickets now actually are on sale for the Deadpool film. They're selling fast, so I must get myself some tickets. I think it's coming out Thursday, the 25th of July here in the UK. And there, of course, what a program it is. You can see behind me the little Lego X-Jet from X-Men 97. But there is some of the figures from the X-Men 97 waves. Of course, the sold-out Wolverine. Well, Hugh Jackman not having a very good time with Ryan Reynolds there. He's giving them a good bit of a stab in the back. There's Magneto at the front. Nice bit of posing on Jean. Brandon does do his posing well, doesn't he? I'm looking at that going, I could do posing my figures a bit better. This is the feeling I actually got when I went to MCM in October. Was looking at the posing in the cabinet. So I was like, yeah, I need to step my posing up because these do look really good in hand. There is, of course, my favorite. He was revealed at MCM last time, little Anakin Skywalker. So he was instantly entered into the toy collection. As Mark, of course, here is. He's on a bit of pannage. He is panning around the booth there. Early Monday there, looking good. I need to get him pre-ordered, actually. A long-awaited Jedi from Attack of the Clones needed to add to the collection, but we're entering sort of the last minute or so here of footage from MCM. So again, thank you to Mark for sending the footage over. Thank you for Dan for the exclusive interview. As I say, links to their channels are in the description below. While you're down there, if you could tickle the like button, of course, for this video, turn on notifications for future videos coming on the channel. If you haven't seen This Week in Toys live stream, please do go back. It was a fun one. There's an absolute ton of Lego picked up, as I know building a Lego city seems to be coming to the channel coming soon as I try to achieve that. Loads of toys were purchased. McFarlane's doing statues of Marvel, which I kind of like. We got some G.I. Joe there. NECA are doing some horror figures. So there's all sorts going on in the toy community, as there always is. But MCM did look a fun one. It's nice to see all the toy collectors getting together. I got to experience something recently similar at Toy Fair, meeting up with everybody again. So I think the community aspect of toy collecting is really where it's at in 2024. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. And of course, we will see you on the next video.